Hello, I'm Kurt Liedtke with the Herald and News. It's Friday, October 12th, 2018. Here's a rundown of some of the top stories affecting the Klamath Basin. It's the Klamath Countdown. The U.S. Senate voted 99-1 to pass the America's Water and Infrastructure Act of 2018, which includes provisions that are vital to Klamath Project water users. The Klamath provisions authorize $10 million annually for programs that address water shortages for agriculture producers in the area. It also requires the Bureau of Reclamation to prepare a plan to bring irrigation power costs in the basin in line with other areas of the Pacific Northwest, recognizing that basin irrigators have witnessed a rise in power costs upwards of 2,000% and a decline in crop production efficiencies as a result of higher power rates. Finally, it would ensure that Klamath Project canals can be used to convey groundwater and other non-project water to keep farmers in business without unnecessary delays and red tape. Crater Lake Klamath Regional Airport will miss out on essential air service money from Federal Aviation Administration legislation at a time when the airport needs government support more than ever. The latest FAA reauthorization bill, which also includes essential air service grants to help rural communities stay afloat, was signed into law, which features several other air travel adjustments, including one that could change the size and space between airline seats. Klamath Falls has never needed the money until recently, but is now being considered as a site that does not meet all requirements. Those that do qualify receive, on average, $2.5 million in support. The airport has continued to struggle to regain commercial air service since Penn Air declared bankruptcy in 2017, though city officials are still in talks with SkyWest, which says it could resume service in 2019. The Oregon Secretary of State's office approved a petition last week filed by a group of Lake County citizens to recall District Attorney Sharon Forster. The former Klamath Deputy DA, who replaced Lake County's DA Eula Stapleton in 2016, the petition now circulating in Lake County alleges that Forster spends an inordinate amount of time away from her office, and her recent practice of blocking Lake County's only elected judge Robert Nichols from presiding over all criminal cases is unjustified. The group needs 480 petition signatures within 90 days for the recall to be eligible for a vote. The group claims to already have over 300 valid signatures. October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and each week the Herald and News continues to highlight survival stories from across the Klamath Basin. This week we feature Kay Minto, a sculptor and 26-year survivor of breast cancer in Eagleville, California, near Susanville. Minto's story is one of overcoming adversity and a testament to the power of positive thinking through non-invasive methods to fight cancer, including herbal teas and Tai Chi. Here's some things you can do this weekend to enjoy the last stretch of good weather for the year. Joe Smith and the Spicy Pickles Jazz Band bring the sounds of classic swing to the Ross Raglan Theater Friday evening at 7:30 p.m. Klamath Dog Fanciers Club hosts its annual Fall Agility Trials at the Klamath County Fairgrounds Friday through Sunday. Check out dogs of all sizes traversing obstacles all day. Admission is free. Of course, Monster Max Murder Manor continues Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays through November 3rd. The Haunted House opens at 8 p.m. Tickets are $10. The Ross Raglan Theater will screen the classic Studio Ghibli animated feature Castle in the Sky on Saturday at 11 a.m. and Sunday at 2 p.m. Tickets are $10. Saturday evening, the Raglan's Cultural Center will host the Reverse Raffle 30 experience at 6:30 p.m. with dancing, food, and a $2,000 grand prize. Klamath County Museum will host a walking history tour of the Link River on Saturday at 10 a.m. starting at the museum. Saturday at 4 p.m. is also the opening banquet for the 81st Annual Potato Festival at the Merrill Civic Center, complete with a talent show and competition to crown this year's Miss Klamath Basin Potato Festival. And if all that wasn't enough for you, Saturday at 9 a.m. at Veterans Memorial Park will be the Klamath Adventure Triathlon. Participate or simply cheer on competitors who will compete in a 5.9-mile mountain bike ride, 1.6-mile paddle course on Lake Awana, and a 2.9-mile run through Moore Park. As always, for a full rundown of upcoming events, check out Thursday's Limelighter section. So until next week, for these stories and so much more, be sure to pick up your daily copy of the Herald and News or visit us online at heraldandnews.com.